Hello and happy 4th of July. I'm meteorologist Mike Joyce, filling in for Meredith on this Independence Day. I'm here with Breana, and this is the 10 Weather Impact Show.
Really excited to join you guys. Really good weather, Mike, leading into this really big holiday weekend here. It's going to be hot. That's the only concern, though. So we do have a few reminders for you. Of course, sunscreen, water, all that. But hey,
Absolutely.
We will take it. It's going to be really nice out there.
Right, and rain is really not going to spoil anyone's literal parade today.
Okay,
it's going to be one of those situations where, yeah, it's hot and humid, but it's also the 4th of July. This is nothing new. But we just have to be mindful of the fact that it's going to be warm. So bring that water, bring that sunscreen. I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah. How's that full forecast looking too?
Well, let's dive right in. Yeah, we are looking at a hot weekend all around. Today, yes. Saturday, too, and even Sunday. Yes, we'll have that abundant sunshine. That's going to help build that heat, but we are going to add a couple degrees to the thermometer each day throughout the weekend. And how great is it that the 4th of July is on Friday, so we have a whole 3-day weekend to talk about right now. That said, because of all that energy, we will have the chance for a few storms returning early next week, and in some cases we could even see that returning into the forecast by Sunday night. So we'll take a look at that in just a second. But let's take a look at the rest of the today, the 4th of July. We're going to be looking at the upper 80s to nearly 90 this afternoon, and this will hold all the way through about 8 p.m. So if you're getting ready for fireworks tonight, maybe starting at 9:30 or 10 o'clock, we are still going to have temperatures in the low to mid 80s. So warm and humid, much like last night for Red, White, and Boom. This will be another warm and humid July night, but very typical for fireworks. And then once we get past midnight into 2 o'clock in the morning, that's when we fall into the mid 70s, but it will be a muggy night overall. Let's break down the rest of the day hour by hour. Again, we do have a few upper level clouds out there, and it is possible that we could have 1 or 2 pop-up showers somewhere in central Ohio this evening. This is not something to cancel any plans for or cancel your fireworks plans tonight, but just consider that we could have a very brief shower just because of the heat of the day. That said, here's 10 p.m. We are clear. Fireworks are looking great tonight, and then overnight we clear out as well. That'll keep temperatures in the low to mid 70s, so warm and humid overnight, but then it primes us to really ramp up temperatures again on Saturday. So here's 8 a.m., sunny skies all around, much like this morning. By noon, same situation, but we could have a brief pop-up shower in the afternoon heat because it will be even hotter on Saturday. The rain chances aren't higher, but we still do have that heat that could cause a quick pop-up. But again, for fireworks tonight, I'm not too concerned about it. About 90 at 6 p.m., 84 at 9 p.m., and then at midnight, 75 degrees. So between 9 and 10, when most of those fireworks shows are setting off, again, low to mid 80s for that. The rest of the weekend, though, we do have to worry about the heat index. We're going to have sunshine today, tomorrow, and on Sunday. And at the peak heating of the day, we do have a UV index of 10. So we're talking about the hours between about 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. where the sun is the highest in the sky. By the way, the sun is the highest in the sky at 1:37 p.m. We call that solar noon, where we reach the highest sun angle of the day, and from there it gets less and less, but we can still get sunburn when we have sun exposure at any point in the day. So of course, hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, you name it, anything to protect yourself if you're heading to the pool. Let's take a look at the pool forecast for Saturday. 88 and sunny by noon, 90 by 2 o'clock, and then 92 by 4. It's going to be a couple degrees warmer on Saturday and another degree or 2 warmer on Sunday. It's Sunday that we could push that heat index into the upper 90s. Not as high as it was about 10 days ago when we were having that heat wave, but it is going to be hot out there. So on the water, not a bad place to be. And the inland water temperature is warming up quickly. We're in the mid 70s now. So very refreshing, but also very hot out there. So plenty of water and sunscreen is the name of the game all weekend long. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. Again, the hottest days will be Saturday and Sunday, sunny throughout the afternoon, a few clouds, maybe a pop-up shower. The chance for thunderstorms really comes back on Monday, possibly as early as Sunday night, but really on Monday. And then scattered showers and thunderstorms are coming our way Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then we're going to finally get rid of some of the heat with that. But overall, we are really looking at a hot stretch here as we wrap up the 4th of July.
Yeah, so pretty much what we're noticing is that it is going to be hot, but I say just take advantage because, yeah, that rain's coming. It is going to cool us down a little bit, but I know me, I don't like the humidity. And when that rain comes in, we know it cranks up. So that is important.
Yeah, absolutely. And that'll be Sunday night into Monday. So we're going to get this 3-day weekend in with mostly sunny skies.
Be outside. Well, hey, speaking of when it comes to, of course, the 4th of July, a big holiday weekend for a lot of people, we also know a lot of people are going to be boating out there, taking their advantage out on the lake out there. So we do have a special forecast provided to us by meteorologist Michael Joyce. Take a look.
Heading into this holiday weekend, I know a number of you guys are heading out to the local lakes to hit the water, and we want to break down that forecast for you. One of the big concerns going to be UV index values. They're around a 9 to a 10 from Friday through Saturday, so make sure you've packed plenty of sunscreen, especially on the water, because those rays reflect back and it's very easy to get a sunburn. The other concern might be wave activity, so to figure that out, we take a look at the winds. And good news here too. Friday morning, winds are calm. Heading into the afternoon, still calm, picking up to the occasional gust up to about 15. That should keep wave activity pretty low. Same as we head into Saturday, calm in the morning, maybe a slightly higher gust from time to time in the afternoon. But of course, the big impact people are looking at, that is going to be water temperatures. So what better way to break down those water temperatures than to bring that water into the 10 TV studios? I hope our studio crew's okay with this, but we bring the lake into our studios here at 10 TV, and the good news is that water is warm. We're talking temperatures that are mostly in the 70s and 80s for this time of the year, no matter where you go across central Ohio, and even in the mid to upper 70s up on Lake Erie. So I hope you get out and you can enjoy some of those lake conditions over the holiday weekend.
If you're heading out on the water this holiday weekend, like he said, you know, you do have to kind of consider that lake temperature. It's the point where it's feeling comfortable, but then as we go later into July and August, we start to see the algae growing, and we have to think about that. But just boating safety is so important, making sure kids are supervised, all of that, just a way to make sure we're just enjoying the holiday rather than recovering from something we don't want.
Absolutely, and especially locally here too. 10 TV's Terror Report actually shows us how crews are patrolling Buckeye Lake.
The July 4th weekend has officially begun out on Buckeye Lake. ODNR is focused on Operation Dry Water.
What that does is ourselves and numerous agencies throughout the country are focusing on impaired boat operators and getting them off the waterways.
Officer Manley says alcohol is a big no while out on the water at any state park in Ohio.
The Division of Parks and Watercraft discourages the mixing of alcohol and boating. That's one thing that we really discourage because really only a lot of bad things can come out about that.
Officer Manley says before you go out on your boat this weekend, double check and make sure that you have all of your safety equipment. That includes an anchor and a line.
A fire extinguisher that is U.S. Coast Guard approved and it's still in good shape. A life jacket for everybody on board. A sound producing device in case you need to use your horn or whistle to catch somebody's attention.
If you have an emergency while out on a boat, call 911 right away. Officer Manley says they contact ODNR, and most times officers will ask you to drop an anchor and display a distress flag. If you're watching the fireworks on a boat tonight, double check how many people your boat can hold.
Overloading is one. Check your capacity plate to make sure you don't have too many people on board, because a lot of boaters will throw as many people on their boat as they can for these fireworks that are coming up.
ODNR, along with the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office, will have several crews out on the water tonight.
Be careful, take your time. We want you to have fun out here as well.
And we're working to learn more about the conditions of 2 people struck by lightning last weekend. It happened June 29th at Northland High School in North Linden. A group was playing soccer when the strike came down, sending victims to the hospital in critical condition. We spoke to experts at the National Weather Service about how to keep you safe during thunderstorms.
We want to iterate that, wait for half an hour until you hear the last rumble of thunder, and that's when they say that it's most likely safe. But ahead of these storms, you can get those lightning bolts that are out of the blue.
Columbus Police tells us the victims were taken to Riverside Hospital. We reached out to Riverside for an update on their conditions, but have not heard back. Yeah, and during the summer, this is just something we have to keep an eye on. And when I say those pop-up showers, it's possible that thunder and lightning can be in there too. And kind of the key with lightning is just making sure that if you hear the thunder, it's close enough. If you don't see it, or you don't hear the thunder, then you're getting into the situation where you have something called heat lightning, which is a bit of a misnomer, but is it actually a thing?
Well, we have an answer for you. Meteorologist Majestic Storm with our sister station in Charlotte breaks down what's really happening and why those quiet flashes could still mean danger.
You're outside on a warm summer night. The sky is calm overhead when suddenly you see it. A flash on the horizon, but you wait and wait, but still no thunder. So what is it? Let's get straight to it. Heat lightning is not real. Some may call it heat lightning, but that isn't a real thing. What you're actually seeing is lightning from a thunderstorm that's just too far away for the sound of thunder to reach you. Light travels faster and farther than sound. Lightning can be seen from up to 100 miles away, especially at night. But thunder, you can usually only hear it within about 10 to 15 miles. And that's where the danger comes in. Just because you don't hear the storm doesn't mean you're safe. A lightning bolt can strike 10 miles from the storm, even under blue skies. That silent flash in the distance could mean the storm is just out of earshot, or it could be on its way. And if you're near the water, whether it's a lake, a pool, or out on a boat, you need to be on alert. Here are 3 things to keep in mind. If you see lightning, take it seriously. Don't wait to hear thunder, and seek shelter, or better yet, just go indoors. So the next time someone says, "Oh, it's just heat lightning," you'll know there's no such thing as a harmless flash. It's a silent warning of a storm that might be a lot closer than it seems. With your Weather IQ, I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm.
That's really interesting because I definitely thought heat lightning was a thing, but obviously not. Finally today, let's check out some new video into us here at 10 TV. A scary close call in Iowa City shows just how dangerous wet roads can actually be. Just take a look here. Traffic cameras caught the moment an Amazon semi just lost control on slick pavements, hydroplaned through an intersection, and nearly plunged into the Iowa River. The truck stopped just short of the water, its trailer blocking a pedestrian path there. And this comes just days after a separate car did end up in the river. This is also a reminder to slow down and stay alert when roads are wet. Even a small patch of standing water can be dangerous. And this is basically what I tell people every single morning for our morning show here. As we know, we kind of joke about it here, especially in Columbus. When it starts to rain, things can just get really crazy. And obviously, same thing happens in Iowa, where, I mean, do you see how fast he was going on that curve?
Exactly. And yeah, you lose control just like you do in the wintertime with ice and snow. Basically, the water gets up into the tread of the tire and just makes it slide. You lose your friction, and there you go. Not a great situation
almost
there.
Hitting that pedestrian there. You see that car over on that intersection. I mean, just narrowly missing that person. Right now, we don't know if anyone was injured, even if the Amazon driver was injured. Hopefully everyone's okay. But again, like, that is a no-no. We don't want that. I was joking with one of our producers, like, we don't need our packages that fast.
No.
Make sure you're nice and easy on the roads.
Keep it safe, and that's just a good advice all weekend long, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us for our 10 TV Weather Impact Show. Coming up tonight at 6, meteorologist Michael Behrens will keep you updated on the rest of your 4th of July weekend, especially the heat and sunshine and even storms coming our way. Until then, you can catch more news and weather online at 10tv.com. Have a great 4th of July.